How are we doing, you wonderful people? My name is Jay, and today I'm going over my top 5 products that I reviewed this year. Now before we get into the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the little notification bell. That way you guys will receive all the channel notifications and you can keep up to date with all the latest videos. But now that's out of the way, let's get into the video. Can you guys believe that it is now December? I know I can't. I cannot believe how fast this year has gone. And not only is it the last month of this year, but it's the last month of this decade. Like when I realised that the other day, my mind was just blown. I can't fathom where this last decade has gone. It has just flown by. Now on this channel, we've been reviewing various vape kits consistently since the end of July, start of August, and I've been loving every single minute of it. And there's only one reason why I have been, and that is you guys. You guys have been so amazing, so supportive. You've been liking the videos, commenting below, you've been subscribing, you've been sharing the content everywhere. And because of that, companies are now approaching us to make review videos on their products. And how amazing is that? So before I get into this video, I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys, because if it wasn't for you, we would not be doing this right now. So as it's getting near the end of the year, I thought it would be a really good idea to put together my top 5 products that I've reviewed this year. They're in no particular order, purely because all of these kits and devices are from different categories within the vaping industry, and I didn't really think it'd be fair to put them together in a comparison list. But here are my top 5 products that I've reviewed this year. And if you haven't seen any of the review videos on the products that we talk about in this list, then there is a link in the description, so feel free to check those out. And the first on our list, coming in at number 5, is the UL Caliburn kit. Ever since we reviewed the Caliburn kit this summer, I have been madly in love with this kit ever since I got my hands on it. Having a 520 mAh inbuilt battery and a fast charge is a match made in heaven. The pods are really easy to use and they produce some amazing flavour. Now I use my Caliburn every single day as one of my daily drivers, and I'm getting at least 3 weeks out of a pod before I'm needing to change it. Now I will admit, having the auto draw feature on the Caliburn has made me a lazy vapor. I've got really addicted to having that auto draw feature, but I like the fact that you have the button to use as well. I feel a lot of vapors can pick this device up and use it and get on with it very, very easily. The Caliburn performs best with PG eliquid or nic salts, which means it's a perfect device for anyone looking to quit smoking and make the switch to vaping. Next on our list, coming in at number 4, is the new Aspire Mulus kit. The Aspire Mulus kit has everything you need for a mouth-to-lung vapor. A single 18650 battery for extended life, a mass amount of compatible coils to change up your vaping style, and a simplistic design. Now I know we only reviewed the Aspire Mulus kit a few weeks ago, but it has become my daily driver for mouth-to-lung vaping. Now I've been using the Aspire Mulus every single day for a few weeks now. I have personally found that the 0.7 mesh Nautilus and the 0.7 mesh Tygon coils perform best in this kit by far. It is a landslide. And that's going to cover your mouth-to-lung vaping and your direct lung vaping. Not only are they durable, but they are going to take your PG, your VG and your nic salts, not a problem. Once I have my Mulus kit filled and set up, having that back plate covering all the buttons means you can just pick up and vape all day without accidentally changing the settings, and I really, really like that. Next on our list, coming in at number 3, is the UL Valerian 2 kit. If you're into vaping high watts and having intense flavour, then you will love the Valerian 2 kit. Not only does it look good, but by having 3 external 18650 batteries and a 90 watt and above coil range means you can vape high watts all day. Now I will admit that this device is not for everyone, and I don't use this as a daily driver, mainly for 2 reasons. First reason is it's a bit of a fingerprint magnet and it's a very nice looking device, so I don't want to damage it in the outside world, and I'm trying to keep it as pristine and clean as I can. And secondly, if I'm being honest with you, I can't vape at 90 watts as a minimum all day. For me, it's just a bit too much. I mainly leave the Valerian 2 kit at home, so I'm only really using it when I'm either editing a video or watching a film with Nick or just chilling around the flat in general. But every time I pick up the Valerian 2, I absolutely love the flavour it produces. It is second to none at that high wattage range. Now it does drink your e-liquid and you will need the 6mm extension glass to really enjoy this device. But if you're a cloud chaser that also loves flavour, then I would honestly consider picking one up. The flavour is so smooth with every pull you take. Next on our list, coming in at number 2, is the Voopoo Vinci Kit. For me, the Voopoo Vinci Kit perfectly blends mouth-to-lung vaping with direct lung vaping all in one unit. Now the pod mod or the POMO market is very new right now, and a lot of companies are releasing more and more products to try and compete in this market. However, I think it's going to take a lot to beat the Vinci in terms of ease of use and flavour. The coils are easy to fit, last around 10 to 14 days of heavy use, and will take any style of e-liquid. The flavour these coils produce is second to none at the wattage that they perform at, and having the option to mouth to lung or direct lung simply by changing the coil means any vapor can pick up this kit and really enjoy it. Come to think of it, I actually need to get some coils for the Vinci. Like, this would be my daily driver if I had coils for it. Like, this would replace my Mulus kit or my Caliburn, not a problem, if I actually had coils, so I should probably order some, really. And lastly, at number 1 is the UWell Nunchaku series. So on this channel, I've made it very obvious that the UWell Nunchaku tank is my all-time favourite flavour sub-ohm tank, especially at that wattage it performs at. But we've covered the Nunchaku so much this year for so many various reasons that I couldn't leave it off this list. The first ever vaping video on this channel was reviewing the Nunchaku 1 tank. Then we had the first mesh coils being released and we reviewed them. Then we had the Nunchaku 2 kit, which is my daily driver for sub-ohm vaping and something I physically cannot put down. I've even been using the Nunchaku 2 kit in our recent e-liquid reviews, just because I love the flavour that this thing produces. And lastly, this year we reviewed the new Nunchaku 2 mesh coils that we got our hands on. Now, mixing the Nunchaku 2 kit with the new Nunchaku 2 honeycomb mesh coils is honestly a match made in heaven for any flavour chaser. The coils are lasting me a minimum of 2 weeks, no matter what VG juice I'm running through it, and the flavour is so consistent and smooth. However, I do know that there is a few people having issues with the new Nunchaku 2 honeycomb mesh coils in the original Nunchaku tank. But I don't know if that's just a dud coil, a dud batch, or if it's a compatibility issue. In the next few months, we shall soon see. With the Nunchaku 2 kit being compatible with 21700 batteries, it is honestly a game changer, as the kit lasts so much longer vaping at the same wattage. And that is my top 5 products that I've reviewed this year. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with my top 5 selection, or would you guys have a completely different top 5? Comment down below. I love talking to you guys and hearing what you guys have to say. And that wraps up today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe with notifications turned on if you haven't already. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram if you want to see all the behind the scenes of the videos and my day-to-day life. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Peace.